I've got a very serious question here. You're down in South Florida, correct? Should we find Mac a hot Latina wife or a Russian wife?
Both. Khabib is a special guy. Nobody even close to his level of control.
What would a fight like you and Islam Makhachev look like? Would you move up to 155?
This guy can kill me.
I think DDP is a very tough matchup for Khamzat Chimaev.
When we watch fight Whitaker and he just like break him, he make it look so easy.
Khamzat's not a really big 185er.
He even bigger than Duplessis.
No way. If you faced Volk for the title, how would you fight against him in his style and game plan?
I'll break him.
What's up, man? Good morning. Happy New Year. New day. New us. Overdogs podcast back on the scene. And we got a good one in store for you today. Coming off UFC 314. And I almost got into a fight with a Darren Till enthusiast after the show. He was walking outside. His girlfriend was crying. And he was talking to her. I was like, oh, yeah, real good of you, buddy. And he was talking trash while recording, and I was messing with him back. So I was talking trash, and then I ran up on him, and he got scared, and I was gonna swipe at the phone, but I wasn't really gonna hit the phone, but I acted like I was going to, and I was just messing with him.
Hey, just remember this, kids. When you talk online, it's a little different when it's in person.
Yeah, it was, but I wasn't gonna,
Good.
I wasn't gonna throw the first punch.
Good.
I ran up on him a second time, messing with him, and then he stood his ground and was like, oh, because I had said something about I'll mess you up, and he was like, I know. He's like, I don't care, something. They fight over there in the UK. That's what they do. They just fight.
Hey, I think it's good for everybody to take one whooping in life at least.
Bro, I messed up with Latori. When we had our seats, right? We were second row, and the rows are tight, and walking through in and out. If you gotta go use the bathroom, I had to go with Latori, and then she. So when we go back down the stairs and we're going to our lane, and everyone's kind of was standing up in our row anyways, I didn't want to go that way. So I went through the front row, and I asked one guy, because most people were standing waiting for the next fight. And I asked one guy who was sitting, I was like, yo, can I just put her over the seats real quick? And she's like, no, I'm in a skirt, da da da. And I'm like, no, it's okay, I got you. And I pick her up. She's like, oh no, she's just going in involuntarily. And I put her, as I get closer to the seat, I'm like, damn, these seats move. I put my knee on the seat, and the seats really pop up easy. So I'm like this, I'm holding Latori, and then I set her down on the other side, and I just kind of dropped a little bit. And then she's in heels, and her ankle goes. So then she puts her hands on the seat, and the seat folds, and she goes down like this. And she's just stuck in that position, her hands in the seat, and she's her face is in the metal. And I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? And then I hopped over, I picked her up, and she went to sit down. I was like, hold on. And I grabbed her and turned her around and was like, put your hand up. And we looked at the crowd. There's a bunch of people saw her go down because of me. It was my fault.
So she's like, please don't, Mike, I've got a skirt on. Let's just walk around. So you decide just to throw her up in the air, flip her over the chair instead.
Yeah, no, nothing happened with the skirt. I definitely made sure of that. So, but that was it, man. Those are my stories.
Well, I saw you on TV a couple of times.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I know I was behind Vitor Belfort when they was saying something about him. I was behind him like this. Yeah.
Banger card though, man. I'm telling you, this is the first one that I've probably watched in a month and a half, like all the way through, 2 months maybe, all the way through. Just because on paper it was great, right? Like it lived up to expectation. And where I think a lot of fans were starting to turn, and we talked about this last episode, like a lot of fans were starting to turn and be like, look, man, UFC's lost the luster. It's gotten boring, da-da-da-da-da. Bro, it started out with the Dominic Reyes, KO there early. And then John Silva was absolutely dogging Bryce Mitchell. I didn't have that in the cards. And then barking over his lifeless body. I mean, you just can't make this up, And then an absolute banger, obviously, by Volk and Diego. And here's the stat we were looking for and talking about on the last episode, right, Mac? He's the first one to win over the age of 35 at 155 and below, I believe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, like, what a legendary. When Volk's a legend, bro.
Yeah, there's that. There's the Drake curse because Drake put $500,000 on him, and then that one that I brought up, like where he's the first male, first to third male former champion that got knocked out cold and came back and won a title in the same weight class. I mean, like, there's three just what he pulled off is unheard of, man. Super impressive.
I was the first to do the Schmo interview on the yacht.
That was good.
I was the first to do that. I was talking my trash too because all these trolls talk their trash. But it was fun to be at the fights, and it kind of made me want to fight. I would have got in there that night.
What was like the favorite crowd? What was the loudest?
The Paddy fight was good. Man. Paddy did a great job. Or Chandler didn't do very good.
Yeah, dude, Paddy showed out, man. Like, if you were a Paddy hater before, what do you even say now?
I agree.
No, we felt for Chandler though. He was trying, and but Paddy was on point with everything. He got hit a couple times, but he took the shot well. There was no follow-up shots. It was just like one big shot from Chandler, and then
by the third round, it was like, just, is Paddy going to get him out of here? Like, he made it look easier than Chandler, than Oliveira. Like, he dogged him, bro. He dogged him.
I did not expect to see that boxing coming out of Pimblett, but, bro, he looked smooth. He was sharp. I mean, pure domination in that fight. I think he just moved into the top 10. Obviously, well-deserved.
Easy.
I was sitting here, like, trying to figure out, like, is he being disrespected at, like, number 8? But then if you look at that division, it's so stacked. It's just unreal.
He's pretty big for 155. I mean, him and Colby were talking trash after. Colby tried to talk some trash to him, like he's trying to get that fight. And I think Paddy would be a problem on the ground for him.
I think he'd be a problem on the feet.
Paddy looked good
honest,
everywhere.
And like Colby just talked to stay relevant at this point. When was the last time the guy won a fight? Like Paddy was dogging him, I mean, it's just, the guy's just a character.
Well, and it's crazy to go from like Colby being a 2-time title challenger, one of kind of the staples of welterweight, and people hated Paddy, man. And then now to see people literally say Paddy washes Colby, like, dude, a complete 180. People that hated Paddy out loud are now like pretty much saying I have to take that back. Like, dude, I haven't seen like an aura. I called it an aura heist, man. Like, he showed up there, damn, bro. That's I'm proud of him, man. He kicked. It's just beyond surprising.
The main event was pretty wild to watch live. I mean, first round, Volk almost got the finish. He was ground and pounding him so good. And then Diego turned it around, gets a knockdown in round 2. It was back and forth, but Volk was on his P's and Q's, sticking and moving, using his time. Diego was so like, he was like, come on. He did that so much. Like, he would get hit, and he'd be like, yeah, come on. And he was just following a little too much, and Volk was able to set up the timing on all his stuff, and it was pretty back and forth, good main event. And shout out to Volk for winning it, man.
Great action. I've seen a lot of Diego hate on the timeline, which I think is absolutely moronic, right? The kid's what? He's young. He's 25, 26 years old. He's a young guy. Got put in the spotlight against a guy that's an all-time legend, right?
The best.
And he had his chance to that was Volk's moment to come back. For Diego to lose in just a battle in a 5-round war like that, there's no dude. Diego will be back, and Diego will be a champion at some point, in his career. I don't think there's a question about that. Oh, and then Yair really picking apart Pitbull.
Dude, he dominated that fight.
I don't often wince when there's even a leg kick, like a leg break. Anderson Silva or Chris Weidman, ironically, they both snapped their legs, but dude, when he was sitting, he was sitting in full guard or full mount, and then Pitbull was kind of propping up, sitting up, trying to close guard so he wasn't getting elbowed. And Yair kind of sitting there trying to hit him, and then just going, oh yeah, 12 to 6s. He started hitting with some 12 to 6s, right from it. Dude, I literally jumped up on my couch, like, oh God, no. And that's when Pitbull went down. But it's dude, that tip of your elbow is just grinding right there down your face. That, bro. It was one of the nastiest uses of the 12-6s I've seen so far. That was gross, man. He beat
Yair. I want to know Yair's diet, because he came in looking really fit. His muscles were shredded, and he's got that flexibility. For his kicks to just come up, he can be this close to you, and he just throws a kick. It's pretty great.
Mike, who do you think wins in a stretch off between Yair and Saruki?
Well,
and still makes the fight? Probably Yair.
Yeah, Yair. Man, that's pretty weird.
Well, but dude, let's chat about Bryce again real quick, because Bagz, you're right to bring him up. Dude, what the man? He is a fight or two away from maybe shooting for a title again. You have him and Volk coming off these wild, I don't know, dude. What the hell,
dude? I think it's that card to me is the perfect comeback story, and this is what I said. And pre-fight was I'm going Yair because I want to see Yair return to where he was, prior to. Same with Volk, and we got it. You got Reyes on a monster comeback run. You got Yair coming back. He just jumped Movsar, who's going to be on the show here in a minute. They ranked Yair 4th, after that fight. And obviously Volk's, comeback win, which I think everybody wanted to see. And of course, that was a win-win for Dana and the UFC, right? It didn't matter whether Volk won or Diego won that fight. But outside of that, I think the UFC got exactly every single winner that they wanted to have, right? You got the Reyes comeback story. You got Paddy. You got Yair. You've got Jean Silva, and shout out to the fighting nerds. Good God, those guys are on a tear. Unbelievable.
Well, like you said with the Volk and Diego thing, dude, that's the best possible outcome for a lot of reasons. And one of them being business-wise, because now you have Diego being proven as somebody that deserves to be up there. That wasn't a fluke title shot. We're never going to see him again. You just wasted all of his hype. And you got your huge, 145 GOAT back in his prime, winning fights again with some dude now you can keep marketing as right there. He almost took him out. It's the best possible outcome. It's
Absolutely.
The feel good ending.
You can't tell me when he knocked him down, right on the cage, everybody didn't just, lose their breath for a second. It was oh, here we go.
I was but then I was looking at Volk's eyes, when he got back to his corner and he was there. You could tell he's God damn it. He was frustrated.
Yeah, he was good.
He wasn't lost. Nah. Okay, wait. Okay, I need to what? Shoot for a takedown this round? Why? What happened? Yeah, bro. He was there. That fight was incredible, man. Cinema.
Yeah. Saw some familiar faces. Good folks in there. That they called that Bruce Buffer called John Silva's submission. What did he call it? A front choke or something. He
ninja
called
choke.
it.
Isn't it a ninja choke?
I thought it was just a guillotine.
No, it was a ninja choke.
It's a guillotine from a different angle.
It was wild. It was a wild choke out, bro. I was like, no way is he going to get him in that. And as soon as Bryce rolled over, you could see how tight it was. You knew he was going to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
John Silva was really strong the way he fought Bryce, because Bryce was sticking and moving good. in the first round, he was looking good, like he was fast, but Silva just never stopped putting pressure on.
That dude is a dog, dude.
But he gave up, what, 20 to 30% of his purse because he missed weight?
Oh, did he really? I didn't know that.
He did miss weight by like a pound and a half.
No, he came back and made it, though.
Oh,
Like,
it was
he
the
missed it on
first
first
time?
attempt. Yeah, he missed it on first attempt, then came back out and made it.
Huh. I didn't see that one.
Mac, are you sponsored by Bud Light, or are you just drinking one at 7 o'clock in the morning?
Dude, you know, man, it's just like a habit. Like, so I'm not gonna have 3 tonight, you know. But bro, I wake up the earliest I have in God knows how long. It just feels right to be on the pod and sip on beer, bro.
I hear you. I hear you.
I'm drinking a coffee.
Moscow Mule. He's drinking a Moscow Mule over there.
Chase looked incredible too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, Chase looked great.
Yeah. Mike, did you see anybody?
Oh yeah, Chase did he did good, man. He said something. His post-fight interview? What was he
Gooning.
talking about?
Too much gooning.
Forearms.
Too much gooning.
Forearms are sore.
Yeah. I was like, keep that to yourself, pal.
He is just like the brother on White Lotus.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think about the Darren Elkins stoppage, Mike?
We need harder questions. We need to be like, I heard a question this morning. It was like, let your mom die or your brother.
Why don't you ask Movsar when he comes on?
Somebody's like, mama's got to go. I can't do it.
She had her time. She had her time.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Where's this
man.
cat at?
That's okay. Somebody said something about no. That one was a nasty one. They were like a bucket of, you gonna eat like a bucket of maggots and like bugs and this and that, or chew on a that's got blood in it, a used got blood in it, and he's like, oh, the maggots, and he's like, but the maggots got all over me. He's like,
God,
it's
come on.
all bad, bro. He's like, you can't just throw that in at the end.
Come on.
I used to do some like MMA. what like which one would you rather? Just for like, I don't know. Smoke a. Think it's stupid, but peep this. Which one do you rather do? Would you rather take 5 grams of mushrooms and go to a PTA meeting with Tony Ferguson, or take 5 caps of mushrooms and go to a haunted house with Yuri? Like one of those haunted houses where they try to scare you. Pick one.
Haunted house.
It's a good one. It's a hard.
Haunted house for sure.
I'm going PTA meeting.
Oh, and Platinum Tequila finally dropped. Where can we buy it?
So that
we can't buy it yet, apparently.
The pre-sale is coming soon, maybe next week or the week after. 2 weeks or so, the pre-sale will be here, which, you know, I think they're looking to sell. I had an email for requests of how much, how many.
Put me down for 2 cases.
I'm gonna send you the email.
Yep, send it to me.
You'll send your request, and there you go. So
I'll keep some on my boat, and I'll give it out to my boys as gifts. They'll love that.
it's gonna be awesome.
I need a bottle so I can start every show with a little shot of it and get in the mood. Set it
Dude,
right here.
I'm
It'll
telling
match
you,
in here.
that stuff is gonna be too good to be true, and it will be true. Like,
Did
it's
you
really
have
happening.
some? Because I saw the bottle was on the boat. Was there anything in the bottle or no?
I could not have none, but the bottle is still full.
Okay.
I gave a couple shots to Aljo and his girl, and my wife had a shot, and I am not yet allowed to drink, but it is coming. It's coming, and as soon as they let me off this probation, I'm taking a shot.
Mike is counting down the days. Oh yeah, and shout out to Aljo. He's got is it Funk Harbor? Is it rum?
Funk Harbor rum, yeah,
Rum,
man.
yeah.
We were doing bottle face-offs on the yacht.
Love it.
Hey, Movsar's in the
Hey,
building.
what's up, buddy? How you doing?
What's up, brother? I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Just finished sparring. And so
Okay, you were sparring this morning.
Yeah.
Where do you train at?
American Top Team.
In South Florida?
Yeah. Coconut Creek.
Coconut Creek. That's a big school. Man, these are my guys right here, Mac Malley and Ice Bags. I'm Mike Perry.
Yeah. I know, yeah.
Thanks. I'm glad. Thank you.
I'm a
brother.
big fan of your fights, bro.
Thank you. Were you at the event on Saturday?
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, that was good, man. Alex Volkanovski actually mentioned you and said that you would probably be the next fight.
We'll see what depends on him.
What did you think of his performance?
Was good, smart fight. Because, after 2 losses of like big knockout, he need to be more smarter, to get some punch.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Volk is a super humble guy.
He's a great champion, right? And he's like, I'm so proud if I can fight him, to share octagon with this guy.
Where are you from, Movsar?
I'm from North Caucasus. It's part of Russia. Like, same like Dagestan, Chechnya, North Ossetia, like a small place, is like mountain place. So we stay there. But last 5 years, I stay more in Florida. So now I'm American Top Team fighter. Not.
So are you too comfortable now? Or is it living like the Dagestanis? Is that what really makes them top of the heap? They are, they got the #1 pound for pound fighter in the UFC, and everyone knows Khabib. Did you train similarly, and what's different now?
Like, it's the same base for everybody who start from North Caucasus, right? It's like a big high level of wrestling. So we're all fighting from childhood. So fighting is also always easy for us, but here, I can more focus my power, improve my skills. So happy to stay at American Top Team and train with the best guys in the world.
Yes, sir.
I have to ask a question here. Diego Lopes, you beat him.
Yeah.
He gets a title shot. That piss you off?
Yeah.
Good question.
But I don't know. UFC have own vision about that, and I have nothing to do with this. So if there is anyone who deserve to be a #1 contender more than I, just let me test him first. He got the title shot. Doesn't matter if no title for me, just give me a contender. Yeah, I'll do favor for UFC to test their guys. Yeah, to see if they deserve to be a champion.
What'd you think about seeing Yair Rodriguez today move above you in the rankings? Because, like, are they going to do it to you again? Because it's interesting with you, man. It feels like most fans are all at the consensus agreement and Volkanovski that you deserve the title shot next.
Yeah, so he calls out Volkanovski for title after he's win this Saturday, but he just came from 2 losses, and he beat the guy who just signed with UFC, and he thought he think he deserved the title shot. Okay, let's fight first with me, and then we'll see if he deserve it. But ranking in UFC never means anything, it's always. So there is still Ilia, Topuria, and Holloway who just move up, and they still staying on the ranking of featherweight. So it doesn't make sense. I know that I'm a #1 contender for the title. I know that I'm next champion. So to prove this, I need to fight for the title. That's it.
What happened with your fight cancellation with Aaron Pico?
So I was staying waiting for something. call everybody in my division, and nobody wants to fight. And then they gave me his name. You know, I heard about him. Honestly, he's a great fighter. He's a big level of wrestling. So, and big knockout power, and was like good challenge for me. That's why I accept this fight for May 17, because it's 5 rounds main event. Okay, maybe I need 5 rounds to deserve the title shot. That how I thought. And then Aaron also accept this fight, and then UFC wants delay this fight for later. I don't know why, because they don't want to see us in Apex maybe. And I said it's not like it's not a big reason to wait this guy. He's just uh debut. Yeah, he's a debut guy in UFC. So yeah, if not my 17, it's better to me just wait title shot, right? Who knows if I accept this fight for summer or something, then they will give a title shot for other guy.
I personally think it's a little bit disrespectful to try to put you against Aaron Pico just coming in, right? Like you should, if you're not gonna fight for the title, you should be fighting a top 5 guy for the shot at the title.
Sometimes the guy who just signed and start like his journey in UFC, he'll be like a strong guy, like Diego. He just signed with UFC to fight with me, and he lost to me, and then he have big win streak. He got the title shot, and it was like good performance from him. Also, like was good fight for 5 rounds. He showed the good wrestling defense. So, I didn't expect from him this, but with me, he never will defend my takedowns, because I'm another level. So, and Aaron Pico is like better than more of top ranking fighters, right?
Volkanovski is very well rounded. We saw it because Diego was very forward pressure, and every time he got hit, he'd be like, come on," to try to entice the brawl out of Volk. But Volk
Yeah.
stayed on his point. He stuck and moved. He picked when the fight happened. After the first round, he got a big takedown and started ground and pounding, and then he had some adversity in the second and got knocked down by Diego. But then it was pretty much all Volk after that, picking and choosing. If you faced Volk for the title, how would you fight against him in his style and game plan?
I think if I fight him, I'll just push him to the wall. So don't let him run from me. Yeah, to don't let him move.
Yeah.
And then he have to like do exchanging with me. So then he will tire, or I'll break him. Because I think I know that I have bigger power, better wrestling, and I can control this guy 5 rounds or finish on the ground.
How much are you working on your striking right now?
For last fight with the Aljo, I was focused almost for 100% for striking, because you see only talking about I have no finish, I have like just wrestling style. So I was trying to show them that I have good striking also, but on this fight I cannot show it, because my opponent just take me down and trying to like yeah, do some jiu-jitsu with me. That's why it's not easy to show your striking when you're just rolling on the floor, right? So
And that's why I was asking, because do you feel like maybe Diego got the shot over you simply because Dana and the matchmakers are looking for more striking right now, right? In some of these main events versus wrestling.
Yeah. Okay. I can promise them that I'm not gonna take down anyone if they give me a title shot. I'm not gonna go there first. If they try to take me down, okay, I'll accept this. But I'm not gonna go first. I'll just go straight striking. So let's see.
Movsar, you need to come out like Holloway and Gaethje and just point at the middle of the
Okay,
ring.
bro, I can't do it.
Yeah, you had a good battle with Aljamain Sterling. He's a very slick grappler,
He's strong as
and
hell.
yeah, is that because he came up from bantamweight, so maybe he had a little speed, and he fought you at 45. You guys had a really good battle of scrambles on the ground, and would you say that? I mean, I think you were a little bit outstriking him. But would you say he went for the takedowns first?
Yeah, he had more takedowns because he was just focused for takedowns. But every time when he come to me, I just like stop him and do more striking, like punching him, because it's all about score, right? And your takedown without ground pound is not working in MMA. You're just trying to make more damage for your opponent. So the rules in UFC is changed. Your wrestling is not working if you do nothing except wrestling. So
When they were about to call that decision, were you fully confident that they were going to say you won?
yeah, for 100%, because I knew he didn't punch me at all. So okay, he has like 4 or 5 takedowns. This is nothing with more than 100 punches, right, from me.
Yeah, that's an insane stat. That's a lot of punches, you
Yeah.
know. But isn't it always? And this is for Mike and Movsar. Isn't it always scary, especially with like some of the robberies that we've seen lately, to leave it up to the judges? Just going in there, sometimes you just don't know what they're going to choose.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sometimes they do some weird decisions. But if I know I won the fight, so even if they rob my victory, I'll be okay with that. And to be undefeated is not big pressure for me, not big deal. Is for now for me is just important. Just stay active. They got the title, and that's it. And we know a lot of great fighters with many losses, right? And they still great. So nothing. Every one of us can lose by one punch. It's nothing. And especially if they just rob you, okay, you know, and the people who understand MMA know that you won this fight. So that's it. So look, I'm undefeated, and I don't feel myself happy because to be undefeated is not enough, you know. Is yeah, and they always like say that I'm not active. Okay, how I can be active if I have no opponent to fight? I cannot fight there alone, right? I need someone to fight, and I'm always open for challenge.
Who is they? Comments online?
Everybody, UFC, the casual people who just watch some big shows, you know, even they don't know who like about MMA, and they never did 10 push-ups. The people who just come to the event to drink some beer, to scream and give hate some great fighters.
Hey, Mike loves to fight with those guys online.
Yeah.
No, I stopped commenting back actually.
I don't comment or I'm not responding because it's, it's wasting the time, and
Yeah, you're
they do not
undefeated, so
deserve it. So
I've got a very serious question here, real quick. You're down in South Florida, correct? All right. Should we find Mac a Latina, a hot Latina wife, or a Russian wife?
for me,
For Mac. For
oh
Mac.
okay,
For Mac Malley.
wait, I thought he's taking
Hot Latina or Russian? What do you think, Movsar?
both.
Ah, there we go. There we go. Oh, hey, Movsar's like
I'm
Marab.
just I'm just
Yeah.
trying to give respect to
Yeah.
all of
That's
them.
that
Yeah.
Miami mentality.
No, that was totally respectful. I like the answer, Mopar.
Both. Yeah.
Matt, go ahead. I know you're dying to for some questions. Go ahead, buddy.
Well, I mean, we all wanted to tackle the same thing. It's like, dude, you deserve the title shot, but let's stray away from that for a second. Your cousin is an Olympic gold medalist in wrestling. How does that inspire you? Like, do you feel like you have to win gold? You guys got to compare your gold medals like that. Like,
I'll be always number second. I'll be always number two till I got the title. That's why I'm here. So to give him the title, because title of UFC is a little bit heavier than small Olympic medal, right? And that's why now I have nothing to give him. But I respect him so much. He's a great fighter. He's the more disciplined guy I ever seen. And
That's why Triple C
yeah.
is a legend.
Is there somebody? All right, I've got a question. You've seen Ilia's rise, right, to stardom. Do you wish maybe that you would have been able to fight him earlier? Because that potentially could have been you with that fight. And how do you think you stack up against somebody like Ilia?
Pressure, the key with the guys like him. You know, if you don't let him work, so all they can do is just trying to find some space to survive. So 5 rounds, 10 rounds, 15 rounds, I can push him every second till he give up, and then I'll catch him. But I respect all he's done, and he's a great fighter, and it's only big like it's a big challenge to fight with the guys like him, like on his level. So to be the best, you have to beat the best guys. So if you're trying to find some easy ways, this never will bring you to the high level, right? Sorry about my English.
what do you think about Gene Silva?
Who? Silva?
Your English is good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I hope you understand everything. So Silva, he's good, good striker, and but I was a little bit shocked by wrestling, Bryce Mitchell's wrestling, because he always try and take him down with a single leg, and he just stayed there. Okay, if you want to take somebody down, just do it. Why you just shoot and then stay there? If I'll try to take somebody down, okay, I never stop till put him on the floor. So, and he's great striker, right? He's a dangerous guy, and even my striking is enough to fight with a guy like him. I don't think that his striking is better than mine, because I have good defending striking. Yeah, I like stay more safe. We do not take too much risk Bryce wasn't good that night, so he was like a little bit nervous, like you can see, right? And his takedowns was not confident. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he was a little bit, nervous about this trash talk or something, or maybe underestimate him. So
He
yeah,
definitely seemed off. Yeah, he seemed a little bit off.
he just like take it so personal. I don't like this. Okay,
Yeah.
we can do sparring every day. So, and this, even sometimes your sparring is more harder than the fights, and just still like you going to the sparring and do everything you can do. Don't take this pressure. Oh, what happened if I lose? What happened if I do some mistake? You don't need. You just you go there just to show what you have done. So big pressure make you a little bit nervous, and nervous make you a little bit yeah, in danger, right?
Yeah. What is your end goal? Because you have a law degree, right?
And computer
You're a very
programming, I think.
intelligent guy. So
Was so
is
long,
this what you
so long.
you said are you looking to win the title and then stay there? Is this the end goal, or is this something that you want to go back to and
I leave the all this stuff so long time ago. I don't think that if I go there again, I'll be like good at it, because now I'm fighter for 100%. I have good IQ. I have good skills of striking, wrestling, everything, and have big discipline, and I like it. So I'll stay here. Yeah, because I'm young, still young. I feel like every year I got more power, more strength, right? So it's not time to live. I have so much to do. Like beat anyone in my division, then who knows? Maybe I'll move up, because every year I become bigger and bigger. Maybe sometimes it will be so hard to cut for featherweight, and I'm big enough for 155, because we have a lot of 55ers here, and we spar each other, and okay, I'm still not bad.
Well, why do you think a lot of wrestlers are called boring, but then you have guys like Marab who is loved for his style?
Like my last fight with Alger, it was like a big wrestling match, right? And everybody loved it. Well, okay. For example, a fight of Yair and Pitbull, right? I think this fight is more boring than mine. They just stay in front each other and was waiting for something. Yeah, it was like a nervous fight, but there is not like too much good. Mm,
High level wrestling and scrambles.
yes, also exciting to all see like how 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 the people have the level of wrestling go, because it's MMA, right? It's not like kickboxing or karate. When I go MMA, I knew that okay, I need wrestling, I need striking, everything. If I know that I can win with the easier way, with taking less risk, why I have to like stay there and get the punches to get, maybe somebody can knock me out. I don't know.
Do you study? Well, probably study Khabib, and like, if you do, what do you see that made his wrestling so active that he could get positions and start to really crunch his pressure on people and get them in positions that he was able to just ground and pound all the time.
Khabib is a special guy. Is nobody even close to his level of control. I think my wrestling is high level, but I need more control. I need more submissions, right? But
Is everyone else getting better? Like the new generation of fighters, the next generation is getting just a little bit better than the last generation. So no one can really take control fully of an opponent because they're well-rounded.
there's a lot of guys, new guys who have big level, but maybe it's also about confidence, because when Khabib step in the cage, we can see how confident and his opponents always trying to run away, and they even didn't try to exchange with him, because they don't believe themselves. So no one else have same like Khabib, like confidence. I don't know.
I think that's an excellent point. How important do you, Mike, and Movsar think that confidence is, right? Because, like we were just talking about, Bryce did not look
Oh,
confident.
yeah,
Jean
that's
Silva
problem.
looked very confident,
Yeah,
right? And it's like that could have been the deciding factor in the fight. How important is confidence when it comes to stepping into the cage and being comfortable?
I think it depends how good you train for the fight, like how focused you been. If you know that you have some problem during the camp, it will reflect on the fight, right? And you know that you missed couple of session, and when you go to the cage, you remember about that, and okay, maybe I should go there. Do not skip some training. When I know I did more than 100% for preparation for the fight, that make me confident, because I know I did everything what I can do, and I'm here. So let's see what happens. But if something pull you back, your bad camp or your bad diet, or I don't know, if you like drink alcohol often, or did some chill, you wasn't focused for 100% for the for the fight, and that make you a little bit nervous during the fight. This is my opinion.
Give us one fight. Give us one fight. We know you won it, but give us one fight where you went in there and you were nervous and not as confident, right? Because you didn't have the best camp, but you still won the fight.
For example, Diego Lopes was short notice, 10 days, and right after Ramadan. When you fasting all month, that make your body tired. And right after Ramadan, you have diet and cutting weight for 25 pounds. And I wasn't nervous, but I was so tired, you know, and all I want is just finish the fight, just because I wasn't me that day, but I won the fight by my experience and my skills of wrestling. So he, but it was bad night because wasn't good preparation. So
Mike, same question for you, Mike. What's a
Yeah,
fight?
I was gonna say, I've had times that I trained like crazy and I get nervous, and that's the nerves actually, I feel like they make me more powerful. I don't realize when they go away. Maybe when I'm getting really close to the ring or it's time to walk out, they start to, but then I either amp up, and like I've had this I've trained like crazy and the fights didn't go my way, or I'm sitting there and it's a close decision and I've been happy to have a good battle with another opponent. I lost 6 decisions in the UFC. But that means I had 6 good fights with guys and I gave it what I had. And there's other times when I wasn't confident and I beat the crap out of somebody. And I won the fight easily. And then there's, and then sometimes it definitely helps when you train. But I feel like I've trained so hard and still just that confidence is hard to find when you just keep finding reasons why your opponent can be good, or like, whenever that happens, I mean, I like to think my opponent's capable and I'm going to go beat a capable guy and I'm going to be good enough or better. And, or sometimes I don't know if I just want to be like, oh, he's trash. It's so easy, or he's fought easy people, or, he said it earlier about these guys at a certain level. And I'm like, sometimes these guys at a certain level, they get this fame and all they did was knock out a couple people who were like easy stylistic matchups for them. And it's easy to say that, but then they've done it a few times and then they get a hard fight and you get to see. So, I'm very confused all the time, but I'm not as in the gym as much as someone like Movsar here, who's probably in there 6 days a week, and if not twice a day sometimes. So I think that helps your confidence when it's literally just all that you do.
Exactly. But I have also example like fight. You said it was confident for the fight, but fight goes more easier than other fight when he was more ready, right? Like with Nick Lentz, also for short notice for 10 days, and I feel so light. It was so good fight, striking, wrestling, everything, and I just outwork him for 100%. And sometimes you can think that, okay, maybe I push myself so hard that I'll be not good during the fight, and it's better to like just like stay don't overtrain, because overtrain is like big
Yes,
problem of people where I from in Dagestan. In Dagestan, Chechnya, Ingushetia, they always trying to do some more, and they just go for the fight.
it's a hard balance.
Being already tired. So
Yeah, that's tough. Sometimes I feel like I could be on the couch for a couple of days. I go to the gym and
yeah,
spar and I'm all
okay,
like rested and
yeah,
I
yeah,
do
yeah, I
great.
understand.
And then, other times you need to work every day and then you go spar and you're
But this
exhausted.
works only for striking, because wrestling, yeah, if you're not ready, if you like skip a couple days, you just go there and you have big exchanging on the floor, and you just and even cannot stay after this. So for yeah, for wrestling is better if you just like uh, every day, and don't expose like for the start. Like you need like warm, and make your pressure. Mm.
Have control
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
pace
yeah, 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 yeah.
where you can sprint for 20 seconds and
And
then
then you
calm it
done.
down. Yeah, I get that.
I'm a very firm believer in what separates the top 1% from everybody else is mental. Because
100%.
and every sport, right? Whether it's golf, soccer, basketball, fighting.
That's him. He's a fighter, Movsar.
You.
He's a fighter, Movsar. He was gasping for air in the corner of the ring.
What happened?
Very nice.
There is ambulance.
Hey, he got in there though, man. He was fighting. He was boxing.
You know that was Photoshop. You know that was Photoshop.
Nah, bro. You needed your inhaler. You needed your inhaler. You know what? That picture of you in the ring corner, that wasn't
That
Photoshop.
wasn't Photoshop.
You was really like, ah.
But look. Tell us your thought during the fight.
Yes. Oh, here for me, and I'd never fought before, right? Exhibition fight. And I felt great. I had Roy Jones Jr. walking me out and rapping, and I feel like the king of the world, right?
You was proud of yourself, right?
Oh yeah, I felt so good, and I felt calm. And then the bell rang, and my adrenaline went, shoo. Dude, and my legs went out.
Yeah.
And then I'm just
It's not easy
swinging
to
for my
control your
life. I'm
adrenaline.
swinging for my life.
Yeah, it comes with the time.
So what I was saying is, for you guys, I think that's what separates you from the other people that are high level. I didn't have that because as soon as the bell rang, I was like this, you know.
So we can do the same. We can do the same if we don't control adrenaline or the fire inside. You have to control it because, like Mike said, if you just expose yourself for 20 seconds and do not control your power, your energy, and you can just stay there, and so and your opponent just can.
People are tough.
Yeah.
Goofy looking people can take some damage sometimes, and then once you're punched out, they start to come back, and you're like, oh gosh, what am I gonna do?
And they even dangerous because they start to smell the blood, right? Okay, they know, okay, he's tired, and I'll catch him for 100%. So even if he's tired, when he smell the blood, he have motivation, he have like extra energy to move forward, right?
I think this is the scariest thing about Mike personally. And I'm just gonna say this, in the Eddie Alvarez fight, I really saw it. But
yeah,
he hit Mike so many times with everything he had, right? And then Mike just keeps moving forward. And that's actually more scary, right? When you feel like you've hit the guy with everything you have, but he just doesn't stop.
Yeah, when you showed your best and your opponent just moving forward after all of this, and you're saying, okay, maybe not tonight. Yeah, maybe next time. You already agree with your loss, right? So, and it's mental thing, like you said.
I just want, at some point this year, I'll get another shot to get back in the ring and take some punches, and I'm looking forward to it. I really enjoy it. Tomorrow night is sparring, so I'll be in the boxing gym getting that work.
I wish I can watch you sparring.
Look, we can fly. Hey, look,
sometimes sparring more effective than fights, right?
All right.
Sometimes, yeah, I definitely go all out sometimes, but I've been working on my tempo changes.
Yeah.
So I need to box and keep control of the pace and the ring control of where my movement is. I like to use my feet and use the room of the ring. And then, I'm using my jab, trying to slip some punches, trying to defend or guard.
Using too much energy, right?
But I'm saying I've been working on using only a little bit of energy, and then I have to change the pace quickly. So I'll be jabbing and then pop, and then go back to calm and control that pace again. Because usually I just go.
Yeah. And
just fight as hard as I can. And it works. It breaks down my sparring partners, and they get exhausted of dealing with me after a few rounds. but now we're working on, changing my speed and my pace, up explosion, and then bring it back down and control the pace again.
It's
So
not easy work. You have to like work on this so long to control it.
I think it would be good. Like my style is good and built for Dirty Boxing Championships. That's our fight league. We have a new style of combat sports. Have you heard about it or seen any of it on social media?
I saw your fights like with
The Dirty Boxing?
I don't sure about that. I just see your
Well,
fights.
we'll show you a clip now of Dirty Boxing Championships. It's a new fight league, and we just had our first show. Here's a clip.
Oh. Oh.
That wasn't supposed to be in there.
They also can make takedowns, right?
No.
Oh, it was illegal. Yeah. I saw this.
So
Romero and
so the takedown was not supposed to happen. It is boxing with Superman punches, spinning back fists, elbows,
ground pound, right?
and ground and pound.
Oh,
yes.
that I like.
The ground and pound is to a knocked down opponent who was knocked down from a strike. There was a little bit of mix-ups in some of that, but still a great show for the first event, and we are working with the commission to get everything a little more solidified.
Yeah.
And but I think it's very entertaining action, and the thing is, you can use your wrestling for your striking. I'm not saying you can shoot a double leg. That guy did.
But you can use
what
clinch,
I'm saying
right?
is,
Yeah.
you can clinch and you can fight in the clinch, and you can turn your opponent and use your grappling to move your opponent to do a more MMA style striking.
I like this. I saw Arlovski's fight.
Yes.
How
Oh.
he just cut him with
Yes.
the elbow, bro. It was so.
Yeah,
It was great.
that was high level. That was a high level fight for those
Yeah.
big guys.
I was
250,
I was sitting on the ring right there where it happened, and it came up so fast I couldn't see it, right? And then the guy turned around, and his whole head just opened up, and just blood was
I just
gushing.
closed my eyes because I don't like elbows to the head or something like bleeding.
It was a good one.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
You know what? Do you drink Movsar?
No, never.
Well, good for you, man. I asked because I wasn't sure, because you're not from the exact same place as the other Russians.
Yeah.
But you are from Russia. So, I mean, that's great. That's probably why you guys. That might be why all the Russians are so much better. Most of the Russians don't drink.
Russians
drink like
usually.
crazy, bro.
Yeah. Nobody drink like Russian, but we are Muslims. The Muslim don't allow to drink or smoke or like you chill with the girls. Something. Yeah, if you need girl, you just marry her. So and that's it. And not much easier to stay focused, to be disciplined, right?
Yeah, it's very tough, huh?
I got a question for you, Movsar. Like, look into your crystal ball, and this is I want to see what you think the division is going to look like in a little while. But let's just assume you get the next title shot and you beat Volkanovski. Who do you think your three? Just make a prediction. Who would be your first 3 title defenses?
Yair, I think, because he's closest to the title, right? And John Silva also like showed good performances, like 5 win streak.
John Silva's fight was at
145.
It was at 145 versus Bryce.
Yep.
Oh, But he also missed weight. Only by
made it
or
second
no,
tries.
you said
Second
he
try.
made it. Oh
Yeah,
wow,
second
He,
try.
I don't
he
know.
looked big.
I saw he missed first, and then they give him more
He
time.
made it
Maybe I
second.
don't know.
Yeah, he cut the extra
But
time.
this guy is
Yeah.
good. And
You also are very brolic.
Brolic, what's me?
Yes,
Big like
and when I watched you fight Aljamain, yes, you're very like swole. Do you
yeah.
just wrestle or do you lift weights?
I do lifting. Yeah, I like to lift to be confident with my wrestling. I need to feel the power when I try and take down opponents when they try and defend, and then just their defend is nothing when you're confident.
So, but before we get back to because you gave two answers for Mac's question. You gave Yair, I think, and you gave Silva, and we would go for a third one.
Volk
Um,
maybe if he wants, but
a rematch
yeah,
after you
yeah,
take the
because
title. You give him a rematch.
yeah, nobody deserve rematch like him. So,
I think Volk should vacate and retire. That's what I
bro,
think.
the same,
I think you should go out on
same,
top.
bro. It's
Go
not.
out on top, brother. You did everything you could do.
It's
Vacate.
nothing
Let
about
Movsar
disrespect.
fight
Yeah,
another contender. I think that's the smartest thing as a champion he could do. But that next payday always hits guys.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I'm the champ. I'm going to get paid X amount of dollars. Who cares about my legacy after that?
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just going to get paid and then I'll quit. Nah, leave on top. I know
Good,
that,
good.
that you're ready.
Like Habib,
Movsar's ready to fight you, but
like Habib. He was undefeated, bro. I'm more than sure that it was hard decision to live this while you're doing all your life, and it's like big like addictive, right? Addiction. So stay there always when you want. When they pull up your hands, it's like good feeling. And but you can understand that it will be not forever. Like someday you will feel the some young guys coming to you like more fresh, more stronger, and you can break your legacy by bad fights. Like Tony Ferguson, he has like lost a streak of 7 fights, but he was great fighter, right? And now nobody look at him and as a great fighter because
right.
you can lose everything you have done by bad
Tell me
fights.
about it. I was on a 6-fight win streak for 3 years, and then now everybody wants to hate on me because they won't fight somebody at 200 pounds. But that doesn't matter.
The people who just hate you is people can who never go to the cage to face someone. They
Thank you, brother.
all they can do is just talk. But first they have to drink because after this event at last Saturday, I see Mirab was like talking to some guy who was staying at the balcony. The guy knows that Mirab can reach him. That's why he keep talking. He's showing some fox everything. Screaming, but he knows if he can reach him, he will like keep silent, right? And this,
Liquid
yeah,
courage.
yeah, you have to know who you are before you
I was
start talking.
thinking I was thinking about what you said about Khabib, how he could be like he was addicted and it was hard for him to stop wanting to fight, but he had his reasons and he got out on top. But he's still there for all his teammates
Yeah,
and he's training them, he's coaching them. He kind of took his father's shoes and role,
correct.
and he's working with that team, and he's always there at their fights, and they travel together and they train together all the time, and he's still on the mats working out all the time. I just wanted to say, like, shout out to Khabib. He's still He's still that living legend.
But look, it's not the same, right? When you're fighting and when you're helping fight for fighters, it's when I fight, I don't have I don't nervous. But when my brothers fight, bro, like yabs, I can't find a place to stay because I'm so nervous. You know, it's easier to fight than just see how your siblings are fighting.
Right. And you always see Khabib's face.
Yeah,
Like his brother fought. His brother fought Marab. And I think it was Marab.
yeah.
And you know, they called the decision against the Nurmagomedov, and Khabib was, you know, he had to be feeling upset. Those guys don't even know what losing is like.
Yeah.
That's only can make them more dangerous.
That the when so when Habib is part of your team and you're trying like the reach his level like Umar, right? And during the fight, he still he kept thinking about that. Maybe this make him more nervous. Okay, I don't know. For me, easier when is my brothers, everybody else of my siblings stay at home. Yeah, I only need my coaches with me during the fight because when you see they feel bad about your fight or damage you can get, it make you a little bit nervous. So
You just want you don't want that distraction. You don't want to look over and think like, oh, I'm like making my brother,
yeah,
freak out over here. Yeah. I got one quick last one for you. Let's say that you do, Volk, you're champion. You have 3 title defenses. What would a fight like you and Islam Makhachev look like?
Me and Islam.
Yeah. Would you move up to 155? And if you did, what do you think a fight like?
This guy can kill me.
Really?
I respect that.
I respect it. I respect that.
So
What is it that makes him so special?
because he's my older brother, I'm never gonna fight him.
Fair enough. Like Aljo and Marab, kind of,
Yeah, people want to see the fights of like big level guys, but when they're like, close to each other, when they're brothers, so I don't think that's good idea to make them face. So look,
I recently made some comments on the boat with Helen Yee and the Schmo, and people were getting on me because I said something about Khamzat. I'm a big fan of Khamzat. I
yeah,
think he's an
good,
incredible fighter.
he's a great fighter.
He's done great on the mic. He's done amazing. I was asked about DDP versus Khamzat. And, I said what I said, and I definitely guess I trolled everyone and I got them hot. But I think DDP is a very tough matchup for Khamzat Chimaev. And, don't be biased.
Okay,
Who do you think wins that fight between DDP and Khamzat?
I don't think that DDP can stop his pressure, his wrestling. When we watch fight with Whitaker, nobody accept this, right? Expecting this.
Right.
He just push him. He just take him down, and he just like break him. So nobody did this against Whitaker before.
Whitaker,
So and if you watch fights, Whitaker and Duplessis, bro, was I don't think that Duplessis is wrestling even close to Hamza, and Hamza still have big power of punching, right? He
Oh
can
yeah.
he can
Mhm.
just turn off your light by one punch. So,
I'm not gonna lie. I sparred Gerald Mearshart after he fought Khamzat,
Yeah.
and
What do you think?
he was not so easy to hit.
Of course. And last fight, I watched his last fight. He won the fight, right? The last one.
Yeah, Gerald Mearshart. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He's still very capable.
First
He's
time I
very
see
big.
him when he fight with Hamza, and that time I thought, okay, maybe UFC just find him someone easy to fight. And after that, I see a couple of his fights, and this guy is like a
He's
good
good.
level fighter. So
GM3's been around forever. He is not someone like that's when Khamzat knocked him out in one punch. I went, oh, like we have a problem.
maybe people who faced Hamza in the cage, they just lost their power or energy. I don't know, but he make it look so easy, right? When go there.
And no one makes it look easy against GM3 like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but DDP looked crazy strong and big in his last fight against Sean Strickland. Which, you see videos of Duplessis getting wrestled by like 6 different dudes or like trying to grab his arms and choke him. And like, that's how he's training.
Bro,
I'm really interested to see that fight. Cause I think Khamzat's not a really big 185er. He was a 170er.
I think he not small. He's not
He's
small.
got to be like 190 pounds fighting at 185. He's cutting to
I think
5 pounds.
he even bigger than Duplessis. Yeah.
No way.
Of course he is, bro. He's big. He's big and strong as hell. Yeah. I don't know how much is in pounds, but he more than 100 kg. So
It's like 220. It's like 220.
yeah. Bro, he's big.
Well, I like Khamzat. I do. I also like DDP. I think they'd have a good fight. I wonder how the trash talk would go.
It's nothing about disrespect,
No,
Duplessis
it's all
or
about
other.
talent.
Yeah, but when you ask me, I'm trying to be honest. So
Yeah, no, I get it. I do. I could see Khamzat being the faster grappler, which could get him positions better, and he knows how to hold a position very well.
right.
I watched that grappling between him and Armin Sarukian, which is probably why Armin got hurt before he had to fight Islam because he grappled.
No, I
Chimaev.
think the grappling was before he was hurt.
I know, but it was like 2 weeks before.
Oh, really?
I don't know the timeline when they were over. I think that was in July.
More earlier before he's got hurt because they just show this much later than they filmed
Right.
it.
Okay. Yeah, but we see videos of Sarukian doing twisting around like this, and then he's like, "Oh, my back is gone."
Khamzat looks confident with his wrestling, and
he is. He's very skilled and good. I stopped grappling. I just brawl with people now.
so was good talk.
Yes, thank you, Movsar, for coming on
Thank
today, spending time with us. Shout out to you guys in South Florida.
It was nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, looking forward to see you challenge for that title, man. You deserve it next, and I hope we, the good guy that's out there grinding gets the shot, dude.
Yeah.
We all want to see it, man. Keep up the good work.
Okay, tell them, please.
We'll keep saying it.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you, Movsar. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, give us your thoughts. Tell Movsar what you think about his last performance and his next one, who he should fight. Talk to us about what you want to see more in combat sports in the UFC. Thanks so much for watching. That's another one for Overdogs Podcast English.
See you, boys.
We out.
Cheers.